Take a look at the local results first. Pre-tax profit from local operations falling by 16% to just over 36 million rand, or rather 37 million rand, despite profit growing from your subsidiary Betting World by 12%. What is hitting local operations?
Samantha, really the open bet is hurting us. Our agents are down 6.8%, whereas our on-course betting is up 6.4%. Interactive betting is up 8.7%. Our branches are up 2.2%, but our local agents are down 6.8%. So we really are hurting, and we believe it's mainly as a result of the open bet. And we are addressing the issue as best we can, but I'm afraid the open bet is legal. We lost our court case a couple of years ago. So
for those out there that don't know, those out there that don't know what the open bet is, a quick explanation of that.
The open bet is really where a bookmaker offers a tote bet but doesn't put the money into the tote. So they hold the money themselves, they take the risk themselves, and pay whatever we pay, but don't put the money into the tote.
Now, you cited stiff competition globally in your results. You've also cited some depressed volumes. Another blow for the gambling industry is the tax that was announced by Pravin Gordhan. 15% of all winnings over 25,000 rand will be taxed. What impact is this going to have on the gambling industry and horse racing in particular, obviously?
Well, I think the sport of horse racing will suffer, and we have put the wheels in motion to go and meet as a sport with the minister. In the greater gambling arena, the playing field is not level. You know, the casino operators and the bookmakers don't fund a sport, whereas the tote funds the sport of horse racing, which employs thousands and thousands of people. We already pay higher taxes than when there's bets on other sport. We already pay for our own regulator, which is the National Horse Racing Authority. So the playing fields aren't level to start off with, and it's patently unfair and would really cause great harm to the sport of horse racing.
Do you know to what extent? Have you looked at the numbers and how this is going to impact your volumes going forward? Obviously another tax for your clients, really.
Well, we believe it will drive people away from betting on the tote in favour of the small bookmaker who can give, because the bets will apply to payouts of 25,000 and more, is what was reported. Now, a bookmaker can give a punter 5 tickets so that when he pays out 24,900 on each bet and doesn't have to withhold the tax. We, as the tote, can't do that. So we believe it will devastate us.
Taking a look at trends that we're seeing when it comes to how people place bets, 20% of your bets are placed via the telephone or internet. Is this a growing trend given the fact that online betting in general has just expanded?
Yes, very much so. And we will see the trend continue.
Now, taking a look at international operations, a strong performance here. You did decrease operating expenses and overheads by 44%. Give us an indication of how you performed internationally.
Well, look, in the comparative period, we still had the Racing UK agreement. In terms of that agreement, we had the rights to sell the international picture of 30 of the top UK racecourses internationally. So in that period we had the profits from that agreement, but that agreement came to an end at the end of February last year.
So how are you going to be, sorry for interrupting, how are you going to be clawing back those profits that
well, we actually have, because if you take a look, despite the fact that we've lost the Racing UK rights, our profits from international operations are actually up 20%. If you take the effect of the strong rand out, our profits on a like-for-like basis in hard currencies up 31%. And if you take the effect of the RUK rights out, our profits are actually up a whopping 55% internationally. So we have replaced RUK with Italy, Turkey, Macau, Malaysia, etc. So we really are pleased with our international performance.
Just very quickly, you announced the joint venture with Tab Corp yesterday. Can you just explain how this is going to impact international operations going forward?
Well, we've long been preaching that commingling is the way to go forward for big totes. We are the market leaders in international commingling. For example, on World Cup night, we hosted 54 totes in the world betting into our pools, which is, nobody else has done that. And
you are the largest commingling operator?
We are, in the world, yeah. And with having Tabcorp now joining us, it is really the first huge step to getting a 24/7 solution. And watch the space. We will invite further totes in, and we think it's just a giant leap towards international commingling.